Hiya, Laurie here. So today I'm going to be doing a comparison video between the Morphe 15N palette and the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. So I'm just going to show you the inside of these palettes real quick, just to show you how similar they actually are. So I'm just going to kind of set that on top of it. So if I've got that in frame properly, if you can see that, they are very, very similar. You can make those out with the window there. So I created this look with both these palettes, Anastasia on one eye and the Morphe on the other eye, and this is the look I came up with. So if you'd like to see how I got this look and the comparison between the two of these beautiful palettes, then keep on watching. So I have no idea where I'm going with this. I do have my little cleanie thing for my brushes so I can wipe them off between palettes, but just to start with I'm just going to prep my eye. So I'm just going to take this large fluffy brush and I'm going to go into Tempera and Custom, which is this one here, and I think I'm just going to do Anastasia on this eye and Morphe on this eye. So Tempera on here. Like I said earlier, this is basically just a matte white shade, so I'm just using that to prep my eye, and I'm just rubbing this off before I dip into Custom on the Morphe palette. So far they look pretty much identical. So I'm just going to take this little guy here and I'm going to go into Orange Soda, which is this colour here, and I'm also going to go into Selfie, which is probably the closest comparison, and I'm just going to pop that into the crease. These palettes came out around about the same time, so I don't think it was actually intentionally a dupe for it. I think they just came across the same idea roughly, although I don't know, maybe they got a little sneak peek before it was released, which could definitely be the case. I'm just popping that in the crease and blending it out. As you can see, this one is slightly darker than this one, so I'm just going to take that Orange Soda colour and just kind of build that up slightly, just so that they kind of match. So just to darken up that crease, I'm just going to go into Rustic, which is this colour here, and Editorial, which is this colour here. And I'm just going to pop that right on top of the Orange Soda and Selfie colour, and I'm also going to pop it on the outer corner of my eye as well. So I'm just going to deepen up that crease a little bit more. So I'm just going to take Cypress Umber, which is this darker colour here, and I'm also going to take Hello, which you're not allowed to see, which is this colour here. And I'm also just going to go in with a denser pencil brush, rather, slightly fluffy as well, but just a tad bit denser. So I've just dabbed that in to the Cypress Umber. And I'm just keeping it closer to the outer corner as well, and then I'm just going to sweep it into the crease. The Anastasia palette is obviously a tad bit more pigmented than the Morphe palette, however it is £42, whereas the Morphe palette is £15. Again, I'm just wiping that off, and then I'm just going to go into Hello. I'm not blending it too much right now, as I'm going to go in with a fluffier brush and blend that once I've got it laid down. So like I said, I'm just going to take that small fluffy brush again and just blend that down a little bit. Still concentrating it into the crease, not really bringing it up or down any. And then I'm just blending that over just so it's seamless. So now I'm just going to brighten up those edges very slightly, but still keeping it smoky. And I'm just going to go into Mulberry on this palette and click rather in this palette. And I'm just going to take a small fluffy brush. This is a Morphe brush. It doesn't have a number though, as it came in a collection. So again, I'm just dabbing that in, and as you can see, the Anastasia palette is extremely pigmented. So I'm just going to take this on the crease and smoke it up and out. And I'm just going to pop some on the outer corner as well and do the same. I'm actually going to go in with that fluffy brush that I used earlier and just really smoke out those edges. Then I'm just going to clean this brush off. I'm going to tweak as well. Very pigmented colour, that one. Again, I'm just smoking out those edges just a little bit more using this fluffy brush with nothing on it. So now I'm going to go into Sultry, which is this plum shimmery colour, and I'm going to go into Excuse Me, which is a tiny bit darker but still a plum shimmery colour. And I'm just going to take some Fix Plus as well. I'm actually going to use two separate brushes for this, as it can be a bit tricky to just, ow, my elbow. It can be a bit tricky to just wipe it off. I'm just dampening that down and then just dampening off the excess on a little cloth I have here. And I'm just going to go into Sultry. I'm just popping that on the inner corner in the centre of my eye. And then I'm just kind of sweeping over the edges with the very tip of the brush just to really blend that into the colour I've already laid down. I'm just wiping that off, but it still has a little bit of residue, so I am just going to stick to the other brush, which is just the same type of brush, so I'm just going to wet that. Oh, okay. And then just take the excess off, and I'm just going to go into Excuse Me now. So as you can see, it is slightly darker on this side, but I knew that before I put it on, and it's not as shimmery, if you can make that out. It's a lot shimmery on the Anastasia side than it is on the Morphe side, and obviously this side is a lot darker. So I've just cleaned off the brush I used for the Morphe side, and I'm just going to dampen it down just slightly again, and I'm going to take the colour Talent, which is just this colour right here, and I'm just going to pop a little bit in the centre just to see how that looks, just to see if it adds a little bit more shimmer to it. I'm literally just dabbing it on, I'm not spreading it about. Seems to be doing something. that up as it seems to be adding a little bit of shimmer. So that looks slightly better. Obviously it took a little bit more finessing, but not completely different now, just slightly, which is a plus. So I'm just going to pop on some mascara, liner, and I will be right back to do the lower lash. So as you can see, I've just popped on a wing liner and I've popped some black pencil in my waterline and I've just set it in place. And I set it in place with this eye using the Noir colour, which is this black here. And I set this eye in place using the same colour, which is this sort of purpley black here. And I just used a flat pencil, a flat brush for that rather. So I'm just going to take a tiny one, a little pencil brush, and I'm just going to take the colour Umber, Cypress Umber rather, and I'm just going to pop that right under my lower lash line. Got a little bit too much on there actually. And I'm just blending that with the black that's already down. And then I'm just going to take the colour Hello, which is just similar to Cypress Umber, and I'm just going to do that exact same thing on the other eye. Oh, got a runny nose. And I'm just going to clean that brush off, and I'm going to go into Mulberry in the soft Glam palette, and I'm just going to pop that on the outer corner and just slowly work it towards the centre. And then I'm just going to clean that off and go into Tweak, this one here, and do the exact same thing on the other eye. So here is the finished look, and as you can see I've added some lashes and mascara on my lower lashes, and I'll just give you a little close-up. Now that the look's completely finished, I can't honestly see that much of a difference from the two eyes. So I've obviously got the Morphe on this eye and the Anastasia on this eye, but looking at it I honestly can't see any difference. I mean, obviously there is slight differences, but personally I think that you could basically create the exact same looks with this palette as you could with this palette, with very little difference between the two. So if you are on a budget and you do want a palette that has all these colours, I would definitely recommend the Morphe 15N palette, which like I said was only £15. This is £42, so far more budget friendly, with pretty much the same colours, the same payoff. There are a couple of colours that are slightly different, but you do get an extra colour. So you get 15 colours in this palette and 14 colours in this palette, and personally, like, if you look at the finished result, they don't really look that different. Fair enough, it might take a little bit more finessing, but to save that amount of money, you're going to be quite okay with finessing your look slightly. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that if you cannot afford or don't want to fork out for this kind of palette, definitely look into getting this palette, as it is pretty much the same at a far more budget friendly price. So that's it for this video, and I really hope you like it. And if you would like me to do any more looks with the Morphe palette, let me know in the comments below, as I would be happy to do that for you guys. But I probably won't do that unless you ask me to, so be sure to ask me to and I will do it. But that's pretty much it for today. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to see more videos like this, and I'll hopefully see you next time. Bye!